Hello to you, my friends, to another part of the RFEFP series, and also welcome to all the new subscribers to the channel. I hope you're all feeling good and your spirits are high, as this is Plant Science, part 26 of this series. It's here and I am so excited. What do they really know? We have mentioned a little on botany or plant science way back in part 2 of the series, Moonlight, and also photoperiodism, so maybe check that one out first or after. It doesn't really matter because the point is still the same, friends. Everybody today, at least nowadays, is thinking more green, talking green. We have greener energy, greener technology, greener lifestyles, so I thought that they deserved an upload entirely devoted to them and how that they know that the Earth is not spinning or orbiting a 93 million mile away sun. How all plants, flowers, the trees and their leaves all follow the circulating sun and moon around the Earth as they circulate above us, creating the very seasons for them to flower, blossom and bloom. Having done so for millennia and will subsequently continue to do so throughout this very upload. Now, as said, the study of plants is called botany. Real Earth science, friends, is all about facts and supporting evidence, observable, testable, repeatable and improved. So a scientist looks at the molecular level of things, examining the cells, etc. Now, just like your very self watching or listening to this upload, all organisms on our plain Earth, everything begins with that magical cell. So in a plant's cell, their DNA is stored inside the cell nucleus. So the plant cells will combine to make the cell tissue that will thus create the plant's actual organs. What we see, the roots, the stems, the leaves, the flowers, the fruits. The root system of plants always grow downwards in response to the stimulus of water, friends. This ensures that the roots find soil and water. Hence, the roots of plants always grow away from the sunlight or moonlight. Absolutely nothing to do with gravity. It's their DNA which will distinguish what type of plant that they are going to be. A day plant or a night plant. All plants have the same needs as all organisms do. They need that source of building material, the matter and energy to grow and correctly function properly. Plants are special for hundreds of reasons, friends. So to name but one, they have this very special superpower, if you will, to collect energy from the circulating sun above, using it to create and build up their own food during a process called photosynthesis, which is an endothermic chemical process. Now this means, my friends, to take in heat from the sun. Day plants use the sunlight to turn carbon dioxide into sugars. There is also water in the air, please don't forget this. So then that cell can use it as energy, which then they in turn use for growth and then control their metabolism, as they are mostly stuck in one place. Yet they will always respond to their environment and its environmental signals and surroundings. Photosynthesis, my friends, is the very reason that you and I are alive at this very moment. Food is simply sunlight in cold storage. A quote said by Mr. Cornflake himself, John Harvey Kellogg. Now, most plants are monoecious, meaning they have both male and female structures, and in some cases they are hermaphrodite, having both sets of organs. But just in case you are wondering, there is no such thing as a gender-neutral plant, as far as I'm aware, friends. Plants may seem like they are part of the background in your life, but please rest assured, They are very much at the center of it. From the food that you eat, how you sleep, your mood, to the clothes that you wear, and medicines, to even the materials and goods that make up your home. Everything depends upon the plants of the plane. Now, plants remove the carbon dioxide, the CO2, from the atmosphere or the atmosphere and turn it to oxygen. The very carbon dioxide created by the very volcanoes of the plane, part 24 of the series. Now, plants manage to survive anywhere because of their very unique techniques. From the hottest, driest deserts to the coldest, iciest places of the plane, growing in the ground, underwater, or up in the rainforest canopies. The plant's leaves, like the very earth we walk on, friends, are mostly flat, simply because it's the best shape for spreading out and to gather the most sunlight. They obviously make different ones, of course, for different purposes, but mostly they follow the sun's path throughout the day as he circulates above. They know the truth, my friends. You may have also heard the word leggy before in the plant world lingo, because this means that they are reaching for the light. They are reaching for the sun, meaning that they are trying to find him, to follow him. Plants are so very clever that they will trap, trick, and kill any insect or pest that potentially causes them harm, secreting deadly toxins or even the stickiest glue in nature through their leaves, their flowers or stems, or on the other hand can simply just devour, just like the Venus flytrap does and pitcher plant do. The pitcher plant can even eat mice. Now, this reminds me of an old X-Files episode in season 6 I still love, called Field Trip, but obviously not in the category of the real reality of plants eating human beings. Come on, people, it's not Creepshow either, which I also love, or The Ruins, which was a good movie as well. But there is a corpse flower that smells, well, just like rotting corpses. Now, some of you may be surprised just how similar that we are to the plants of the plane, as some of us need the sun to put us in that very special good mood. Many weeks of rain and dark cloudy days, especially here in the UK, can certainly kill off even the positive of persons or plants. However, just to clarify, I do not participate in any sort of killing or the cannibalistic practice traditions of the world, my friends, or sniffing corpses, may I add. The science of botany, my friends, gives us the insight of the plants of the plane, the secrets that they hold. I talk, love, laugh, cry, and play music to mine, my friends. Did you know that they can actually tell the time? And the scientific determination of time is really calculated by the sun being the hour and the moon being the minute, the giant clock of time and seasons. So we have the 4 o'clock flowers, the 9 o'clock flowers, flowers like the beautiful morning glories, so named because the blooms open in the morning while moonflowers open in the evening, not for night insects. The night plants and night flowers tell the time. They know, they follow the moon, providing them a very special lighter source of energy called luminescence, a colder light energy that they need to operate and have their very special place here on the plain Earth. The so-called helio-expert scientists and many others in the field say that luminescent cold energy does not exist here on plain Earth, as how can it if the moon's light is some kind of reflected light source bounced off from the sun? However, my friends, hopefully some of you watching, the moonflowers and all the species of night plants will disagree, because they can only work at the nighttime hours with the moon's special energy. This is the science that's working at the night time, friends, when a luminescent photosynthesis is working. Think of an exothermic chemical process, one that gives out energy in the form of heat from the moon to turn the carbon dioxide into sugars during the evening hours. This is how the night plants feed. Not one mention of the night plants during the entire BBC Attenborough documentary Kingdom of Plants, surprise, surprise. Only one cacti which flowers at night. Yet the luminescent photosynthesis is working right in front of us during the evening. For instance, my friends, you have the evening primrose, the 9 o'clock flowers, the datura, the brugmansia, the night gladiolus, the night phlox, the gorgeous night blooming jasmines, also night blooming water lilies, the night scented orchid, lady of the night, princess of the night flowers, and even the old Dutchman's pipe cactus. Many, many, many other species of night plant people. Some plants will even change their leaves to protect them from the energy of the moon's light. The night plants all work together with the luminescent moon energy and her phases as she circulates around the plain Earth for the night hours. It's the nighttime photosynthesis spectrum, my friends. Just the same with the sun moving overhead, providing ultraviolet and fluorescent energy to the day plants and flowers of the plain for daytime. Photosynthesis, both endo and exothermic chemical processes, both in operation, one during the day hours and one during the night hours, but one obviously allowed to be studied by the masses. We are not supposed to know about the other one. However, rest assured, my friends, it's the answer to how all the day and night plants work here together in sync with both the sun and moon within a geocentric, flat earth, water-cycled ecosystem. All the plants and flowers know, my friends, what is happening here. The animals, the insects, the water cycle, even the very famous greenhouse effect, where the built-up heat has no way to escape. Remember, friends, the sun and moon are both inside. Just like the setup of any grow house, the light is always on the inside. Just the same, my friends, as in real life. It's called the science of nature. It's observable, it's testable, it's repeatable, sometimes updated or improved upon. An experiment is a question that science poses to nature, and then a measurement is the recording of nature's answer. Simple and incredible, my friends. Just like the invention, or my invention, of a luminescent cold light bulb to mimic the moon's energy. But we are obviously going to be a long way from revealing that, my friends, without the unraveling of heliocentricity. But at least we can observe, we can watch, study in detail the facts of nature scientifically, how individual each and every plant are from one another. Just like you and I, what they do for us, what they offer, the food, the medicine, the beauty, the morale, so many qualities and so many mysteries. Yet they know the truth, and hopefully, thankfully, so do we. Now, to also give another example of this, my friends, is the Cook pine trees. The trees that were first classified during Captain Cook's second adventure across the plains water. Our Cappy Cook was also a witness to the ice wall, the border that's surrounding us, my friends. Now, these trees, named after him of course, always lean towards the equator. You can find them in many different places around the plain. These tall, lean conifers that can't seem to grow straight, leaving the Helio people baffled as to why they do this. However, when taking into account the sun's position in summer and the sun's equinoxes in winter as he circulates across the plain flat world, you can ultimately see what is happening here with the trees, just like leggy seedlings. Thank you, Martin, for that one, reminder of the Cook pine trees. Plant science, my friends, is all observable. The plants, flowers, trees, they know the earth is flat and geocentric and certainly not heliocentric. The more you research, the more you realise. I could go on and on and on. But let's just call it a day on this upload, my friends. And thank you very much for your time with me. I hope you have learned something new about the plants of the plain and nighttime photosynthesis, as this is the very reason the plants will always be a real flat earth fact on the plain. Hit the subscribe if you're new, and obviously tap the bell, of course. You can also get an app. It's absolutely incredible. Only if you want to, of course, or maybe get a clock for your place of comfort. But most importantly, please look after yourselves until the next upload. This was Nee B and the plants of the plain. Take care and God bless.